Welcome to In the 661, Youth Voices for Kern, where we talk about topics that address the entire community, but really target our youth here in Kern County. And joining me now is Gloria Garcia with the LGBTQ Youth Summit. Thanks for coming here to chat a little bit.
Thank you for having me.
Gloria, thanks for coming. So let's talk about your work. You're a community worker with the legal firm California Rural Assistance.
Yes.
Talk to me about the work that the firm is doing and a little bit about the Youth Summit. This is the third year?
Yes, third year. Right. So California Rural Legal Assistance is a pro bono law firm where we provide free legal services to the community who is low income. So we represent people with cases in education, discrimination, employment, housing, a variety of issues. But we have had an LGBT program now for about 10 years. And within that LGBT program, we take on a variety of cases, again, such as discrimination, employment, housing, education, but looking at them from an LGBTQ lens.
Okay.
Some of the work that we do in Kern County alone entails, of course, the LGBTQ Youth Summit, but also includes running a roundtable of stakeholders made up of Equality California, the ACLU, California Rural Legal Assistance, the Lourdes Huerta Foundation, and a variety of others who are interested in making sure that LGBTQ youth have a safe space in Kern County. What's
it like having and organizing a youth summit like that in the current climate that is kind of across the country, but in particular here in Kern County? We just had a recent, very high-profile legal case where a bakery, declined to make a cake for a same-sex couple. And that kind of really inflamed passions on both sides of the debate. But this has traditionally been known as a very conservative part of California.
Right.
So what is that like for LGBTQ youth? And what do you want people on the other side of the aisle or on the other side of opinion to know about what it's like?
Right. One of the big issues that we have in Kern County is just a lack of data, training, and knowledge and awareness of the LGBTQ plus community. So one of the things that we want to make sure that happens during this summit is that people come and learn about who we are, learn about our issues, our needs, the fact that we're not at all any different from other people. And as you know, Kern County is a very conservative area. It does have a long ways to go compared to areas like San Francisco and LA and even areas like Long Beach. But we want to make sure that young people know that we are here for them and that they don't have to go to LA Pride or they don't have to go to Long Beach Pride or San Francisco Pride to have a fun event for them, for them to be themselves.
Part of the challenge, which is part of this bigger discussion, is that there are folks in this community who are non-accepting of the LGBTQ lifestyle. So what do you say to those folks and in light of the Youth Summit and how you're going to be kind of embracing those youth?
As far as the people who do not accept it, I mean, of course, they're also welcome to come to the summit. This summit is open for every single person that would like to attend. We understand that there are some people, including elected officials, including school board members, including a variety of folks who may not be supportive of the LGBTQ plus community, not lifestyle. So we want to make sure that, if they want to come, they're more than welcome to come. But at the same time, we want to make sure that those young people who are hearing those types of mentality, who are hearing those negative things, have that space that's safe and comfortable and accepting of them.
And what does it do? I mean, we had a previous guest talk about her experiences in high school. What is it like growing up as an LGBTQ youth in this community? What do you hear from kids that come to the summit?
From kids that come from the summit, we hear a lot of lack of representation, the lack of seeing older people that are out and are having happy, fulfilling lives in Kern County. A lot of the people who are LGBT or self-identified as LGBT often leave or think, oh, there's nothing I can do to change this. But these young people are very hungry for change, which is another reason why on our flyers we have a symbol that says change, because they want to make sure that to transform and change the environment in Kern, that negative environment in Kern County.
Who will the keynote speaker be and what will the message be?
So the keynote speaker for the summit is going to be Zoe Luna from the documentary Raising Zoe. She's an incredible young trans Latina leader, and the message of the summit is going to be unity, acceptance, and love.
And is there things that are topical? I mean, it seems like a lot of these issues are coming to the forefront nationally. We just talked about bathrooms, it was amazing that we had a national discussion about who uses what bathroom and how they're labeled. Is that something that gets brought up at youth summits? Or is it more?
Right. So there will be some workshops around know your rights. For example, of course, in schools, knowing the rights of parents of LGBTQ students, parents who are LGBTQ themselves and have students in these school districts locally. There are going to be workshops around mental health because that is a pervasive issue in the LGBTQ plus community. Healthy relationships, sex education for specifically LGBT inclusive sex ed. But a lot of the workshops are going to be just fun workshops where it might be the first time that some of these young kids can even say gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender at an event.
And so, I mean, this is an event where the first time they can identify themselves openly with other people?
It could be an event that it serves as a coming out experience, as an experience to learn a little bit more about who they are, about who they want to become, but also an opportunity. It also gives us, all of the organizations involved and all the adults there, give us an opportunity to listen to young people and to find out what they feel like are their biggest concerns, their biggest issues, and what we can do to help and support and be there for them.
When you talk about mental health issues, how do we provide more resources? I mean, this is an issue that I think the whole community is struggling with, but specific to the LGBTQ community.
Right. Well, that is not my expertise, so I can't tell people what to do and where to go. But of course, there is obviously a need for more mental health services in Kern County as a whole, not just for LGBTQ people, but specifically for LGBTQ people who are affected. There are often not any affirming and accepting counselors. It's hard enough to find a counselor in Kern County, but imagine being part of the LGBT community and having a counselor who may be homophobic and having to come out every single time to every doctor, every counselor, every receptionist, every nurse. So it does create sort of layers of issues for the community. But I can't really say how that can be fixed, other than more funding, more counselors, more incentives for people to want to go to get mental health services.
The event's coming up Saturday, March 10th?
Yes, Saturday, March 10th.
Okay, what location?
It's going to be at CSUB, at the Student Union Hall. So we're going to have the Student Union all to ourselves. There's going to be a resource fair right outside of the Student Union, and there's also going to be an opportunity for people to be part of a drag show. So there is going to be a drag show at the end for the young people to enjoy, and there's also going to be some raffle prizes, and of course, just an overall sense of community and love.
All right, Gloria Garcia, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on In the 661 Youth Voices for Kern.